welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, unexpected results in both of the Jamaica Guinness Trial Stakes, including the 32-1 outsider El Profesor, landing the Prince Consort Stakes. In TNT, the favourite big man in town, beaten in the Starlight Stakes. And in Barbados, champion jockey Ricky Walcott delivers a masterclass ride in the weekend's main event at the Garrison Savannah. First to Cape Manus Park in Jamaica. A good field heading to the starting gates for the Colts and Geldings Prince Consort Stakes, including the number 1 last year's champion 2-year-old Marquesas with Shane Ellis aboard, the undefeated contractor, the 4-horse under jockey Robert Halladine, and number 5 Wayne DaCosta's Without Exception, the little brother of champion racer She's a Man-Eater. There's the inside half of the field, Marquesas at 5-1, 3 El Profesor at 32-1, Without Exception is the 5-2 second favourite. Number 9 Royal Aviator also attracted some support at 8-1, and in the 10 box, another vigorous, the 3-5 favourite. Here's Bran Rickman's call with the field leaving the backstretch.
As the Prince Consort runners now arrive at the half mile. El Profesor out on that lead. Western Legend. There goes another vigorous now sent in chase as El Profesor and another vigorous run toward the 3 locked together in battle. In behind them Western Legend. Drone Strike on the outside. Drummer Boy well positioned, saving ground. Contractor also in a handy spot. Without Exception is some 6 or 7 lengths off the lead. Marquesa saving ground and asked for a rail run but has to be switched off his. But up front they're into the lane and another vigorous has that lead. El Profesor on the rail. Jones strike out wide. Western Legend now tries to close the gap. They run to the furlong pole. Another vigorous under the stick. El Profesor is challenging strongly on the rail. It's another vigorous and El Profesor, and El Profesor sticks the nose in front. Another vigorous digging deep. El Profesor wins it.
Seemingly beaten by another vigorous at the 8th pole, El Profesor on the inside shows resilience and benefits from a fine hand ride by Anthony Thomas, changing his hold and rousing the gelding for a fabulous victory, rallying from behind.
I tried to just keep my cool and, I tried to save my ass up the straight as best as possible and give me everything.
Owned by Clinton Roden, El Profesor at long odds of 32-1 profits from his light allotted weight of 50 kilos and upsets the favourite another vigorous by half a length and stops the clock at 1 minute 26 seconds even for 7 furlongs for trainer Fitzroy Gillespie.
I said a horse to beat him will have to be 2 times better than him at the handicaps. So I told my rider, we have to win from the gate. Get out of there. If another vigorous Western Legend, if they get you for the half mile, allow them to go and then take them on up the lane. He rode a copybook race.
So there's only so much the official race program Track and Pools can tell you about the form guide and exercise gallops. El Profesor, a genuine betting upset in the Prince Consort Stakes. Also an unlikely result in the Phyllis Trial, the 27th running of the 7 furlong Thornbird Stakes, where the best supported entries, Fayrouz and Brandy, were off the board.
Nadishika just the leader from Occupy, pressing and cuts the corner on that rail. Disability Charm now beginning to breathe down their necks. Lisa's Pepsi on the outside, My Sister making progress on the rail. Brandy needs only 5 lengths to get to those leaders. Fayrouz and Breezy Adley are further back. In behind them, Dreaming of Magic, tracked by Band of Gold, making some late progress. She's a Banker remains last. They're coming into the lane now. In the Thornbird, Disability Charm asked to kick on the outside of Nadishiko. My Sister and Occupy race near the rail. In behind them, that's Elise's Pepsi, but down the stretch toward the furlong pole, Disability Charm and Nadishiko locked in a heck of a fight. They're joined now by My Sister on the rail. In behind them, Lisa's Pepsi and Occupy, but 3 across the course. Inside the final 16th, My Sister on the far side, Disability Charm nearest to us, Nadishiko in between horses. Disability Charm beats Nadishiko.
Jockey Halladine's telling outside run is strongest in the end. In the middle, Nadishiko and My Sister on the rail cannot fend off the Hotline Stakes runner-up, Disability Charm, who scores at 5-1 odds by a half length, clocking 126.80 for 7 furlongs for owner Fisherman Stables and trainer Patrick Lynch, who says in preparation he's yet to ask the filly for her maximum output.
I don't think I step in her engine that hard. She delivers, so I like what I see.
To Trinidad and Tobago's Santa Rosa Park now for the Starlight Stakes, where the 8-year-old veteran big man in town, a 3-time horse of the year, was a 3-5 favourite coming off his failed trip to Barbados in the Tanglewood Stakes. Let's see how that one went. Nick Chady on commentary as the field approached the home turn.
The Gatsby is gathering momentum and sticks ahead in front. The Gatsby in front now. It's the Gatsby narrowly set sail in between horses is coming on, and two of them square off as they've reached the top of the stretch of the Starlight Stakes. Here they come. The big filly Set Sail has the lead. Set Sail in front by 1 length. Big Man in Town is coming again on the outside now. Set Sail in front by 3 lengths. Big Man in Town trying to wear her down. The race is on. Set Sail. Big Man in Town tracing her all the way. Oh, here's a champion filly. Here's a big filly. Here's a huge filly. The Queen of Santa Rosa.
As a 5-1 bet, Set Sail is commanding in victory by 4 lengths. One of 5 wins on the card for champion jockey Wilmer Galvez. 121.12, the 4-year-old filly's winning time for 6 3/4 furlongs for trainer Harold Chady and owner Dave Chady.
And finally to Barbados, where the Louis Corbin Memorial was the feature event at the Garrison Savannah on Saturday. A very small but competitive field of 6, the joint 5-2 favourites, Campaigners Gold and Stolen, and even the outsider in the party offered good odds at 9-2. The 2014 Derby winner Voldemort. Lyndon Yard is on commentary.
The back mark at this stage is Campaigners Gold, who's going to come from the back this afternoon. So on the line for the first time, Angelone Samuels wants to crawl this race, and he pulls it right back, going into the top turn, and it is Janatsko who takes them through a quarter 27, simply walking. It has Stolen, pulling absolutely double on the inside with no way to go towards the outside. That one is Voldemort, travels into second position now, 1 grand waits in the 4th position. Then there's Refiring. Campaigners Gold is content to sit at the back of the field as the field goes down towards the 4 furlong pole. On the inside, controlling affairs till it is Janats Gold and Jalon Samuel. On the inside, Stolen in a pocket towards the outside, Voldemort. Length and a half back to 1 grand. Then there's Refire, another 3 lengths back to Campaigners Gold, half mile in 52 and 4 over the top of the hill. And there's some increase in the tempo. And it is Janats Gold who continues to lead. Voldemort is under severe rise. Stolen losing some ground. 1 grand is under tremendous pressure to go to pace as well. Here comes Refire, and Campaigners Gold is yet to be settled like. As they come back to the quarter mark, 6 furlongs in 1:15 and 8/5. And they come towards the corner on the inside. It is Janats Gold towards the outside. Voldemort points and brings them into the straight. It is Voldemort. Here comes Refire with a run on the outside. Campaigners Gold, widest on the outside. It is Campaigners Gold who comes up on the inside in between horses. It is Refire's Campaigners Gold who picks it up on the outside. Campaigners Gold, class is class.
Delivering his winning run on the wide outside in the blue silks, Ricky Walcott, the 4-time champion jockey at Northlands Park in Edmonton, Canada, whipping left hand, a single strike down the home stretch for the narrow victory. After a 6th place finish in the Sandy Lane Gold Cup in early March, Campaigners Gold, coming from the back of the field, last to first under Walcott, rebounds with a win here by a neck over the 3-1 bet Refire, clocking 136.60 for 7.85 furlongs for owner CTA Stables and trainer Jean-Marc Cozier.
We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.